I want to say good afternoon to everyone, and all I can say for Dorothy on this very special afternoon is wow.
Wow.
You know, we've only done about 9 of these street dedications over the last 11 years, and truly I have to tell you, this is the largest gathering of all of them. I want to take just a quick moment to recognize a couple of our elected officials that are here that have joined us today before we unveil this official honorary street sign. Commissioner Mark Hosty and Commissioner Roy Hopkins. I hope I didn't miss the others because I'll get shot.
Somebody's raising his hand over there, so. Over there, back there.
Park District official Roy Sansone. Our past District 91, our elementary school district superintendent Joe Scolari. And so you might wonder, you know, what's involved and why do we take the time to provide this recognition to individuals in our town. And Dorothy Tricoci certainly not only fits, but exceeds the requirements for this type of special honor. Having lived on Warren Avenue for 84 years. That's a feat just in itself. And for a couple of years preceding that, just across the alley, I believe it's 7413 Madison Street. So, you know, Dorothy came into the world a Calderone. And just so there's no surprises to anyone, this is my aunt.
Are you lucky?
I'm very lucky. And Dorothy is the sister of my father, Gus. They were the only 2 children that my grandparents raised here in Forest Park. And in 2012, collectively our family will be here 100 years. It's a long time. But why do we do this? Well, first and foremost, I want to recognize her siblings. And in particular, Mario was his thought. He's the one that wrote to me and said, you know, I think that this would be a special tribute. And I agreed. But I said, look, Mario, I'm familiar with families, and we want to get the, you know, all of the siblings involved to be certain that everybody's okay with this. And so on behalf of Roseanne, John, Mario, Anne-Marie, and Joanne. I'm not going to forget.
You'll be laying on the floor.
Certainly on behalf of all of them, you know, we want to extend a hearty gratitude for everyone taking time out of your schedules to come out here this afternoon. Dorothy really exemplifies the virtue of why we're here to do this special recognition. You know, in some cases, streets are honored for maybe politicians, or streets are honored for those that have helped build the physical component of a community. Maybe they've been involved in some of the redevelopment in any community, and of course we're no different. But this is a special case because Dorothy is the person with the fabric, with the character, with the stick-to-itiveness. Family here in Forest Park, I'm going to see to it that my grandchildren and great-grandchildren return back here to Forest Park if in the event they don't live here. Dorothy is the first person to coin the phrase, "How you doing, babe?" And of course, many of us that are here today know Dorothy because of her kind heart and her willingness to open her doors and her desire, once you come inside those doors, to sit at the dining room table and manja. But it goes much deeper than that. You know, before the days that Dorothy was able to dedicate her time to making these big dinners and satisfying many of us that are here today, she had a family to raise. And she had Boy Scouts and Cub Scouts and Girl Scouts and all the things that you have to do when raising a family to get them through school and to deal with all of the challenges that many of you deal with likewise in raising your families. What sets Dorothy apart from many, many others in Forest Park, and we see this on an ongoing basis, we become a community, we have become a community that is like a revolving door. Many people move here and maybe start to raise their family, but at some point they depart our village. Dorothy is an exception to the rule, and that exception started 86 years ago. When these ideas come up to dedicate a street, I think that it's only fitting that we do this while the honoree can enjoy it, to take an opportunity to see this sign with their name on there, and not only for her, but her family, and likewise her friends, so that they too can enjoy this special tribute. The Village of Forest Park is honored, and we're privileged to have had this idea come forward to us. Today is simply the highlight of the process that takes place. Our local government adopted an official resolution recognizing the 7400 block of Warren in honor to Dorothy Calderone Tricoci. She was there, had few words to say that night, but I could tell with the smile and the tears in her eyes that night that she was very, very thankful for the special tribute that her family brought forward for us to consider and unanimously supported by our local government. So at this time, with some minor assistance, we've reached the moment I'm going to ask our special honoree to pull the cord, unveiling the sign. Now, I do want to caution everyone. We have this covered with the first prototype cover that's over that. A week ago today, in fact, we had a co-honoree, Andy Collis, who is here. He's with us. So a week ago today, we were at Harrison Street and Beloit to unveil the street sign for Dorothy's co-honoree. And we had some technical difficulties with the cover that was on that sign. And so we tried to arrange this one to eliminate that technical difficulty. So if I could get somebody tall to assist me for just a moment and just take the tape off. Before we have Dorothy pull this off, just a couple of other special comments to make. Joining us here today is somebody that's become very, very close to Dorothy. Her name is Frida. She's sitting here right in the front. She's lived here for 90-some years in Forest Park. And Frida was born right here in Forest Park. So another person who made a decision a long time ago to say Forest Park is my home. But today is equally a very, very special day. And I think that he was responsible for clearing the skies. To make certain that we didn't have any rain fall upon us, because today marks the anniversary of Dorothy and Mario Tricoci, 62 years today. So, although we all miss him, we know that he's watching from above.
Uncle Gus and Aunt Sharon.
Along with Dorothy's brother, my father, Gus, and my mother, Sharon. I'm certain that they're all watching over us today for a very, very special time. So, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Now it's our honorees' turn.
Thank you, everybody, for being here. And thank you to my wonderful family that gave me a beautiful life.
Dorothy said she loves being in Forest Park, and thank you to all of her family. She loves everyone. And although we cannot all fit at her dining room table today, I think that there are some plans to still provide a little manja. So after our ceremony here, everyone is invited over to Doc Ryan's, just a half a block away. And we can continue to enjoy some of the notable events. We can sit and talk with Dorothy and her family and the nieces and nephews and grandsons and granddaughters and everyone. And everyone is more than welcome. Please join us there.
Thank you.